together, especially when you look at Rogue Warriors comp where both Rumble and LeBlanc, right? It's all about the burst damage coming in. You have the shield coming out from Karma. You have a very tanky team composition other than that Varus. So I think Ford.
I love this from RNG. You wanted to see them have a slightly better early game. This could be it. Wei now going to jump in, going to at minimum burn the flash of 8917, but he flashes forward himself and jumps straight on top of it, and that's going to be a dead set up in the top side. First blood to Wei. Perfect start for RNG.
That plays so heavily around their top laner.
Ooh, bot lane. We're going to see Chocho getting engaged on, but it's Ming. He's not calling ambulance, but not for me as Chocho goes straight back in. They end up trading 1-for-1. Supports are both down. Both AD carries picking up a kill, but I would say Gala is the one with the push, and Gala's going to have a little bit more pressure than the Ezreal.
And now we see Xiaohu going with the call, so going to go up to top side and just chill for now, knowing he has an easy lane. And we see Chocho being the one to go for the engage. We know Leona does have a bit of an easier time looking for these early on. But the 1-for-1, I feel like overall does favor Gala because we know Varus, level 2, much stronger than the Ezreal, can just force him off the wave. We saw him playing in the minions as well. So
put himself in that top side of the jungle. Is sneaking himself into that brush, but Wei will just run straight into him. He gets the overheat. So much damage, and Wei has no way out. No flash. Ice Coke with the solo kill.
And this
breaker, but speaking of making it work, they're going to look for maybe a dive in the spot side. You have Cry and you have a TP. It's a party. All 5 members of RNG are going to be joining it, and it looks like Rogue Warriors are just giving it up. They're saying survive as long as you can, but you will not be able to escape this one. Wei gets himself out. 2 kills going over to Gala. Perfectly done there by RNG.
And just really nice. They should have numbers advantage at first, and you would expect this to just be a herald in favor of RNG.
Well, Ming threw out a hook there, seeing if he go up. There's the equalizer, but the shield, we talked about it in Champ Select, is just so damn good at mitigating all of this early damage. As we can see, 8917 flashes in because Mega Nard back out. They do drop him down. It's going to be Xiaohu flashing away, but he gets taken over by Ice Coke, who ends up getting him down with the Flame Spitter. They jump in. There's a showstopper, and Wei drops as well. Oh no, it's all gone terribly, terribly wrong for the side of RNG, but can they get kills? So many low health bars right now. Ming picks up 1. They're going to be able to pick up 2. They trade back a little bit here as Ming just dodges out.
Oh, Zhang Wuji!
There's a good one, but Zhang Wuji is not done. He wants to continue fighting. Oh, piercing arrow! It's all Gala. I've done this before. It's Gala. 1, 2, 3. Looking for a 40. Will have his piercing arrow in 2 seconds time. Does he look to try and get the kill onto Zhang Wuji? He won't be able to get it. It's an all-out brawl, and only the AD carries survive. RNG, you need to wait. You need to calm down. You just got an extra 3 kills onto your Varus. He needs to go back and spend that gold. You can't just go for this fight again. As I say that, Wei jumps in on the Chocho. The equalizer's back up, and Wei is only done and killed himself. Realistically, they will trade back, or they won't actually. Excuse me. It's Ming who goes down. Now Ice Coke taking a lot of damage, but look at Gala. He can't join this fight. He's too low on mana. He's too low on health. And RNG, they're just throwing this away at Rift Herald.
And RNG just not respecting the cooldown of Equalizer. It is very short even early on in the game, and you can try to understand what RNG were trying to do, right? Because they push up in top side. We saw Gala push, barring right now because they are making this Herald play mid, but after this goes however it does, you want to see LeBlanc start being in a side lane, right?
Oh, here we go, TP, flank from Xiaohu. He's going to be able to get the Marbar, but only down onto 1. It's going to be Azanya straight away, the showstopper, to bring him back in on top of the rest of his team. Flash forward, there's going to be a Haymaker, but it's not going to be enough. It's a trade of 2-for-1 in favor of RNG, but it got a bit dicey there for them there. You can see the power that Rogue Warriors have in a front-to-back team fight, and Xiaohu did not get much of a purchase on his ultimate. Don't want to fight it. Again, these choke points are so difficult to go into. TP coming into the mid lane, that's just going to be Cryan joining up with his team, but that dragon is gone, and this lack or slow tempo, as I say that, Chocho goes in. They're going to drop the equalizer down on top of the showstopper. No one's really kind of full committed to this. They're going to be the Ming going down, but RNG do trade it back. Support and a top laner for just a support. This feels like Rogue Warriors were kind of on 2 fronts about what they wanted to do, and now they lose out in the trade.
So the big thing was RNG did a nice job of like they kind of think coming in when we saw the LeBlanc coming out, right, is you're jumping into a composition that has a Karma. Other than that, it is 2 tanks and a bruiser in the Xin Zhao. It's going to be very hard to find any meaningful damage on anyone if Gala is positioning well. Upside, then default back to controlling waves and start threatening out that Baron bait to get a TP advantage.
Speaking of getting an advantage, we're going to see the TP coming out here for the side of Rogue Warriors. It's going to be immediately caught by the Chain of Corruption, and that is going to be 8917 almost straight away deleted. Gala using these piercing arrows so beautifully. Another 2 kills goes to Gala, and now with the most of your engage gone, I think you can turn and burn for this Baron.
And yeah, that was just a bit unfortunate from 8917. He thinks that they've caught RNG. He's flanking coming from behind them. But with Xiaohu TPing as well, they're not able to follow up. But Forge going to try to make something happen. But Forge just gives his life.
Deleted. Ming able to get down the passive auto attack to root him down in place. Now, Ice Coke is there, has Flash, has himself a smite, but has to use his Flash straight away over the back end of this fight and use the Blast Cone as well to get himself back to safety. They are going to be able to take him down, though, and now they can turn their ideals to the side of the Ezreal. Zhang Wuji taken out and buried in the backyard of the river, as that's going to be the Baron taken now, and that is the go sign for RNG. They finally find themselves a big enough vantage.
And they finally have the confidence to try to walk into topside river. And we see Chocho thinking they can do this. I think especially with the fact that 8917's TP is coming in behind them. But look where Xiaohu's TP is channeling in. That zones the other members of Rogue Warriors from feeling safe to walk forward. And by the time any kind of fight can break out, 8917 is already deleted.
Warriors to really kind of, deal with these minion waves, they have to go for a fight, and you can see now Gala is the target, but there's just so much shielding onto him that there's just not really much you can get onto him. Now they can see the re-engage going in on top of it. They get the tower, they get the Leona, they get the Rumble, they get everything, and Rogue Warriors are scrambling. They just don't know what they want to do. They just don't know if they can do anything, and RNG will keep pressing on. They will look to take down this inhibitor turret, they look to take down the inhibitor, and hell, they might even look for the game.
I mean, when you're 8k gold behind, Rogue Warriors really don't have any options at this point, and RNG is doing such a good job of pushing forward, knowing that they're stronger, forcing these fights to come out. And with the fact that Forge is being distracted by Wei, RNG can just end.
They can just end. They use the TP there just to get the Karma back into the fight, but 8917, as soon as he goes in, ends up dying straight away, and you can see Forge trying his very, very best, but it's just not enough. In 32 minutes, it will be the win for Game 1 of this best-of-3 series, going over to RNG. They will pad their stats. They will get a hell of a lot more kills. 15-0-6 for Gala, as he put out a hell of a performance on this Varus.
Yeah, really nice to see from RNG. We saw some creative things coming out, especially that